Hey everyone, Jay here. Life's been a juggling act lately, balancing the American dream with the dream of the Philippines. My amazing Filipino wife and our awesome daughter, a beautiful blend of cultures, are on this adventure with me. This week was a whirlwind. We celebrated our grandson's first birthday, all the grandkids together, and even had a unique 4th of July with the Amish neighbors. Can we have the American dream and a future back in the Philippines? Join us as we explore this adventure, the good, the bad, and the beautiful possibilities in between. This video dives into a question, moving back to the Philippines. Is it all sunshine and beaches, or is there more to this story? Before we get to that, let me catch you up on our week. The final nail to this 200 square foot shed, it was another successful build for my construction business here in America. Another step towards our dream. But as I gazed at my wife, her smile, her sense of belonging with me, I knew the real dream lay across the ocean. This wasn't just about the building structures. It was about building a future. A future that blended the hustle of America with the warmth of the Philippines. This is our story, a story of two worlds colliding, chasing dreams and asking the question, can we truly have it all? Rounding out our busy week, we celebrated the 4th of July with a twist. We joined our brother's cookout, sharing hot dogs and laughter with both the American family and the Amish neighbors. We're bringing two cultures, two ways of life, and figuring out how to make it work for us. Just like the cookout somehow blended fireworks with our horse-drawn buggies.
Hello. Hello. Hi. Cora.
Stay covered.
That was it? Red and white. Finally. Dad.
No, you stay here.
This week was a whirlwind of family moments. We celebrated my grandson's first birthday, a joyous occasion filled with cake smashes and squeals of delight. It was a chance to see all my grandkids together, a future generation that fills my heart with hope.
Yeah.
Okay. She's wearing it. But the celebration held another layer of meaning. My wife and my ex-wife actually met for the first time.
Because the kids, oh my gosh, they come home and talk about, when they go over and visit the kids, they talk about, oh, she's so cute, you got I've not got to meet her. This is Gary.
Hey, Mr. Gary, how you doing, buddy? Good job. How you doing? You good?
Adeline.
Hi, I'm the new wife.
It's okay. It's okay. Hi.
Anne-Marie! Hi! Do you remember me?
It was a beautiful reminder that life can surprise you in the best ways.
Wait for it. Yeah, wait. I think I'm gonna help.
As we approach 20,000 subscribers, it gets cliche after a while saying thank you and appreciate you guys out there, but when you got almost 20,000 subscribers, it's really hard just to name a few people that come to the top of your head, even though I've got some. Right off the top of my head, I can name probably 50 right now, but I know I'm gonna forget somebody, and I don't wanna forget nobody. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, Adeline as well, baby Kiri, we do appreciate you. The overseas foreign workers, the Filipinos that's grown up all around the world, not just overseas workers, but just grown up in a different part of the world because of family situations. Welcome. Appreciate you all very much. Whatever your story is moving to the Philippines or living in the Philippines or about to be in the Philippines, a lot of us have a lot of different scenarios going on. Some of us found our wives years ago and we got married and life has moved on. Some of us are thinking about being married again. I could go on with all the different scenarios. It's like the more I vlog, the more I'm realizing just how many different ones there are. Like there's Filipinos in America right now, born and raised here in America, lived their entire lives, then they're thinking about even going back home and they're not even sure if they want to. They're thinking about it. That's interesting to hear from a Filipino that doesn't even know yet if he wants to go back home. He's thinking about it and just not even sure yet. Maybe it's the best thing, maybe it's not the best thing.
Hey, is it worth it?
Oh yeah, it's worth it. If you're strong enough.
It's fun to dream. That's the whole point of the Philippines for a lot of us, is to just give you a reason to dream, imagine, work on things that you would probably already given up on here in America or wherever you're from. The Philippines just continually gives you opportunities to reinvent yourself, try new things. You know, the thought that you get to live like this and be welcomed amongst the locals, like that's really being in the locals. You know, they're gonna know you really quick. Your name, your presence is gonna be known in the area.
Go follow Daddy now.
A lot of guys are so thankful, they laugh at these situations. Guys like me trying to have families, you know, they're proud that they don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You know, nothing wrong with that, fine, been there, done it. But that's not the way I want to go out. I'd hate to be 70 years old alone in the Philippines, knowing any day I could be my day, knowing, am I safe? Is anybody going to check on me? You like to think people would. Some people think people will. But the reality is for a lot of people, growing old alone is not the way we want to go out. Growing old alone, there's probably going to bring a lot of sadness in that feeling, whether you like to admit it or not. That's why you see a lot of guys, although they're not married, they don't want to do the marriage thing, but they got a girlfriend. They make sure someone is there. You don't see them bragging about how they don't have anybody. They make sure somebody is there because they don't want to be alone. Don't be fooled. The guys bragging about not getting married, don't do that. You risk everything. Sure, there's risk in everything. You know, I don't want to live a riskless life. I don't want to risk. I don't want to have a life without some risk. I don't know what the risk really is. I mean, what's the risk? The risk is she's going to leave me one day. She's going to take my house. If that was to happen, it wouldn't be the first house I've lost. It wouldn't be the first time I've lost things. It'll never be everything I have. I would never put all my eggs in one basket. I would never build a house that took me every penny I had to build it. Growing old and alone in the Philippines, really, you have to be trying to be alone. You really do. There is too many scenarios in the Philippines that having some type of close relationship with a female, whether you want to get married or not, a life partner, for me, it's an individual choice. We all got them. I would have had a hard time getting serious with a girl if it didn't involve a family. If it didn't come with a family, I don't know I would have given it enough energy to keep building it. Even having a baby, I don't know. Can't say for sure, but I really wanted the aspect of a family that went along with it. So when Adeline's got 3 sisters, 2 brothers, and those are positives. Those are things that it helps me focus on the future because I see where this could really turn into. Nobody loves their jobs. You know, we all do these jobs. We do the best we can with them. I don't love shed building. I tolerate it, don't hate it, but it's still a job. It takes a lot of physical effort to do it. Moving moving to the Philippines, for me, is as much about making sure the family is close, the family is growing together, not just photos on Facebook with little hearts and likes on it. It's making sure that we spend more time together this year than we did last year, and in 2025, we'll have more time together than we did in 2024. I want to learn customs and ways and thinking so I understand everybody better, why they feel the way they do, why they act the way they act, so I know how to act in accordance. Meeting grandmothers, meeting aunts and uncles from other islands, those are blessings that you only get if you have a family. That if you take the plunge into a relationship, you're gonna miss out on a lot of things. That's okay. Again, it's okay. Not knocking it, but guys, you out there hearing about a lot of the trials and tribulations of the Philippines, you know, getting your head swayed one way or the other. Well, I'm always going to push for marriage. To me, that's the best way to enjoy the Philippines. Running around, dating random people, moving on all the time. You're building no roots. You're building no lineage. There's no history behind that. You're going to forget these people. They're going to forget you. Years are going to pass by. You're just going to get older, and you're still not established. Same reason I picked Dumaguete. I could have spent 5 years Dumaguete versus this, Dumaguete versus that. And at the end of the day, I know there'll be pros and cons to both places. I don't know that Dumaguete is the best place in the country for me to live. But you know what? I've already got roots. I've already got a place I call home. I get to fall in love with it more and more because I've settled on it. I didn't waste time trying to find the perfect spot. It's perfect for me. It can always change in the future because that's the beauty of options. Same thing with Adeline. I don't doubt I could have met a lot of girls, and I did meet a lot of girls in a short period of time.
I am so bored. Let me put my fake hair on. Yes, you're the only one I talk to.
I'm sure another one could have made me happy as well. I'm sure another girl could have given me babies as well. Waiting and waiting and waiting and dating random people forever, you miss out on building stuff. I've now got 6 years with Adeline. I've got 6 years of memories, trials, hurdles, things to overcome that me and her know that we've been through. Adeline probably don't even understand the concept sometimes when I say I love you more today than I did last year. Like I do. I know I love her more now than I did last year. Last year, we hadn't been through as much. She and me are learning things all the time, watching our daughter grow.
So it's our lunch break, and this is what was humid, and now it's raining. Perfect for a lunch date.
Building a YouTube channel together, while it can be silly, it's not even that serious of a thing. We see the potential of what it could be and how serious it could get. Building something together from nothing is why I started YouTube. I wanted to see me and her do something together and see if we could follow through with it. I wanted to see if we could talk every day about something, and yes, we argue about it. We get upset at times. We stop talking about it for days at a time because frustrated, because turning a camera on and making a bunch of words come together and stay on topic, and her take those words literally like a handoff in football, then her go into another room and figure out how to turn that into a video, which she's done a pretty good job at this point. I'm proud of her. I'm impressed. Like it really does impress me what she can do with the video, knowing she just started. I think a lot of times, like, how good will she be in a couple years, and how much will my daughter learn from all this? Will she learn computers, coding, marketing, editing, all the things that goes along with YouTube? Because YouTube is so much more than making videos. It's marketing, it's building a brand, selling merchandise. There's a lot of foreigners out there wanting to be a part of the Philippine lifestyle. They realize the value of experience. People living in the Philippines, been there, done that. Their whole life is hinging on right now making the right decision. Do they want to go through with what they're dreaming about? Is it really going to change their lives like they think? Who better to ask than someone who's doing it, living it? You still need to go and find out for yourself, but a lot of people never quite get on the plane. They talk about it and talk about it. If you don't get on that plane, it ain't going to matter.
Yeah, anything that... Oh, I like the simple treats.
We get 2 blizzards, mediums, one brownie batter, the new one,
Okay.
and another one. Can you mix peanut M&Ms and Heath together?
We do not have peanut M&Ms.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. M&Ms and Heath.
Oh, it's a lot.
So I got medium.
Do they have small?
It's too much of money for a small.
Oh, how much is? Thanks. Oh, you only bought one? We share? Okay, but so how much is a small size for this? Oh. Excuse me. Meat, yeah, you can have it. It's a lot.
Here's this for you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You too. She's like, that's Jay's Philippines. I know it was Jay's Philippines.
You know, my Philippine family over in the Philippines is Kabigayan, and you know, the brothers and the sisters and grandmas, mom and dads. Man, it's like, it is fun to care about other people sometimes, you know. It's like you're so worried about yourself, you know, your back pains, your finances, and what you got to do to get to where you want to go. And you want to buy a property in the Philippines, Jay, so you can build a house, you can vlog it, plus you get to buy it, and now your daughter's got a home, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. That's a lot of sheds. That's a lot of sweat. Ain't nobody giving me a check to go buy a house in the Philippines. I got to build a lot of sheds. I got to save that money, not get tempted to go buy me a new car. As much as I love a new car, I can't do it. If I go buy the car, then I didn't buy a property.
Look at her face, Dad. Ow.
Getting bit?
Yeah. The mosquitoes are biting me.
Oh. Say hello, Philippines.
Hello, Philippines.
No, you got to say it loud.
Hello, Philippines. Ouch.
Getting bit?
Yeah. The mosquito bite me. Hi, everybody.
We got to work on our pronunciations.
What do you mean?
Hi, everybody. You forgot a few of the syllables in there. Okay.
She's a kid.